Now, assuming that you have been employed and your monthly salary is 50,000 and you are in Nairobi, how do you survive with this salary? 50,000 shillings per month. What can you do for you to comfortably spend on this salary and ensure that you save some money? Financial management or personal finance is something that you must take very, very seriously if you want to progress in life. Now, if you're living in Nairobi, this is how to survive on 50,000 salary. So the first thing you should ensure is that you should avoid loans, especially these mobile loans, because when you create a habit of taking loans, to stop it becomes very difficult. The second thing is to avoid gambling, because this is a habit that will help you finish your salary, consume your salary as fast as possible. Another habit you should avoid is, if you are a man, just stick to one person, one partner, because if you have so many, women must, when in Nairobi, once you start dating a woman, they start asking for money. So if you have only one person and if she's not expensive, then you'll be able to save. Another thing you should avoid is owning a car. A car in Nairobi, you'll need insurance every year. It will also need service and some repairs, and every month you need fuel. So in a month you'll find yourself spending something like 10 to 20,000 on those expenses. Now with 50,000 salary, if you subtract other expenses, let's say if you subtract tax, you subtract SHA and all those deductions, you remain with something like 42,000. This is the money you are going to budget per month. So the first thing is to identify a house which is not expensive. 42,000 is not a lot of money. So what you do, just go to Eastlands. Don't go to Kilimani because you cannot afford a house there. Just go to Eastlands or go to a place like Kangemi there. You go to places like Githurai. You go to estates like Pipeline, Umoja, Kayole. You go even Rongai, even Ngong. Those are estates that you can afford. So the first thing is to look for estate which your salary can afford. And in this case, if you are earning for 2,000 net salary, so you are supposed to spend something like 7,000, maximum 10,000 on your salary. But if you have a very big family that needs a big house, you can go to a place like Pipeline, rent a 1-bedroom house which will cost you something like let's say 10,000, 11,000 up to 12,000. So maximum of 12,000 is okay. So if you spend 12,000 with a large family, you remain with 30,000. But if you are a single, you are a bachelor, I don't see the need to go for 1 bedroom. Just go for a bed sitter where you pay something like 7,000 to 8,000 there. Then you remain with more than 30,000. So on average, you remain with 30,000 after spending on rent and, let's say, water or electricity. You remain with 1,000. You add other bills. There are some bills that you must put every month. You have water, electricity, internet, all those things. So they'll cost something like 5,000, maybe 25,000. Go with transport. Transport is around 7,000. You remain with something like 18,000. Then out of 18,000, you have to buy food. Food will take something like 8. Let's say out of 18,000, if you include food, buying food, and doing shopping, you can spend something like 10 to 12,000. So you remain with something like 6,000 only. This is the money that you are going to save. Let's say 5,000. And I'm very realistic because you don't expect to save 30,000 when you're earning 42,000. That one is impossible in Nairobi. You can only save 5,000 to 10,000. And if you're extravagant, you're taking beer, you have several girlfriends, you are not going to save anything. In fact, every month you're going to run at a loss. Debts, you are going to take loans. So if you remain with something like 5,000 to 10,000 to save, that is okay. If you are in Nairobi and your gross salary is 50,000. Now, how do you save this money? So assuming that you remain with, let's say, 6,000, how do you save it or invest the money? So I'll just encourage you to join a SACCO and also money market fund. These two will help you earn dividends and interest respectively. So if, for example, you join money market fund and you save 6,000 every month, it means in a year you'll be saving something like 72,000. And this 72,000 will earn you something like 8,000. The next year you save around 72,000. You earn 8,000. So it means in 2 years you'll be saving 150,000. That is enough to start a profitable business in Nairobi. Now, if you have a partner, what you do, just open a business for her. Let's say M-Pesa, let's say executive salon, or you can start Airbnb, a small business. Just rent a bed sitter and furnish it within a year and start this business. So once you create extra income, you'll be able to manage your salary well and also be able to save more. So that is the best way you can spend 50,000 in Nairobi. And one thing you should avoid while living in Nairobi is visiting the village all the time. Because if you are living in Nairobi and home is in Western, and you visit home at least 5 times a year, so that means you are going to spend something like 20,000 plus every year. That's one thing you should avoid as you live in Nairobi. So just start managing your salary because time moves very fast. Within a short time, blink of an eye, you have finished 10 years, you have done nothing. At home you have nothing, but you have been earning 50,000 shillings. And if possible, if that money is enough, you can start online activities, ventures, where you get passive income, even if it's 1,000 per month. You can do forex, You can invest in cryptocurrency. You can start a YouTube channel, even a blog, do affiliate marketing to boost your income. So in Nairobi, to survive with 50,000, it needs a lot of dedication, commitment, and restraint. Hauna starehe mingi. So that's how you can manage 50,000. So if you are earning this money, you can, in the comment section, tell us how you can manage it, how you have managed to spend it, and your progress, your regrets, and also you can subscribe so that you get more updates from us.